The power clean is the single biggest ego stroke in high school football strength and conditioning, and way too many of the coaches who love it feel that way because it's flashy or it's the way we've always done it. But when I look at your teams, I see 40 kids with terrible mobility, ugly landings, and wrists about to snap, all failing a lift that they have no business even attempting. So to all the athletes, while you're spending weeks or months learning the technique with a PVC pipe, I can teach you a better, more effective move in under 4 minutes. You're gonna get the same explosive power, the same ground force production, but what you won't get are the wrist injuries, the back injuries, and you're not gonna waste half of your season learning how to hold the bar. If you're serious about football, stop trying to be a weightlifter and start trying to be an athlete. Really quickly, let's talk about the power clean. It's an Olympic lift. Most people have seen it, and it's a staple in football weight rooms across the country. Now, if you ask a high school strength coach why they program power cleans, they're all probably going to say the same thing. It trains rapid triple extension. It builds explosiveness. It prepares you for the next level. And here's the thing. They're right. All of those things are possible with power cleans. Possible. But every one of those benefits is predicated on the athlete performing the lift correctly. And the reality is that very, very few high school boys are equipped to consistently do that. Ignoring this reality is poor coaching. You could be a former national champion. You could have perfect technical knowledge, but that doesn't mean the environment allows the lift to succeed. As a high school strength coach, knowing how to teach an advanced lift isn't even in the top 5 most important variables. You have to consider class size, equipment, time constraints, training age, injury history. If you have 40 kids in your weight room, some D1 bound and others who just came from robotics club, and you choose the most technically demanding lift there is, knowing full well that across the board success is extremely unlikely and you do it anyway, that is bad coaching. Okay, as strength and conditioning coaches, we are responsible for the performance and the well-being of teenagers. We don't get to just ignore expected outcomes. So if we strip down the power clean to its core objectives, rapid triple extension, vertical force production, and rate of force development, there is one foundational lift that delivers nearly all of that with a fraction of the technical demand, greater consistency, and significantly lower error cost. And if this is true, then you owe it to your athletes to make the switch. Simply put, if the goal is lower body power in a large high school setting, the solution isn't the power clean. It's the Hex Bar. The Hex Bar was originally designed as a joint-friendly alternative to the barbell deadlift because it places the load around the athlete instead of in front of them, which creates a more upright torso and quad-dominant profile. But here's the thing that people miss. While a standard Hex Bar deadlift does not replace the power clean by itself, the system of variations that you can build off of it does. With the same piece of equipment, you can perform heavy standard Hex Bar deadlifts, Hex Bar deadlift calf raises, offset stance deadlifts, unbalanced loading, split stance pulls, Hex Bar jumps, and most importantly, the Hex Bar Jump Shrug. Here's the key difference though. The power clean can take months to teach competently in a large group setting. But the Hex Bar Jump Shrug, if the athlete already understands the deadlift, it takes 5 minutes to incorporate. Don't take my word for it though. We'll look at the breakdown. Assuming near perfect execution, the power clean checks these boxes. Rapid triple extension, high rate of force development, vertical force production, explosive intent, posterior chain activation, and coordination under load. Now, compare that to the Hex Bar Jump Shrug. Rapid triple extension, high rate of force development, vertical force production, explosive intent, posterior chain activation, coordination under load, minimal technical barrier, no front rack requirement, and a lower error cost. The only thing that the power clean gives you that the Hex Bar Jump Shrug doesn't is the catch. And unless your athletes are competitive Olympic lifters, the catch isn't the performance driver. Force production is. Now, if you want a step-by-step tutorial on how to perform or coach this lift, let me know down in the comments. If enough of you ask for it, I'll make it my next video. But for now, we really need to address the elephant in the room, which are the statistics. As coaches, we love to talk about getting guys to the next level. But if we're being honest, the overwhelming majority of the athletes in your weight room will never play a down of football after high school. They aren't going to the NFL. They aren't going D1. Most aren't even going D3. For 90% of your roster, high school football is the pinnacle of their athletic career. Like, this is their Super Bowl. So knowing that, why on earth would you jeopardize their limited time on the field by introducing a high-risk lift with a notorious history of injury? If a kid misses his senior season because he blew out a disc trying to catch a power clean he wasn't ready for, that isn't just an injury. You have robbed him of the peak of his athletic career. And for what? Because that's the way we've always done it? No. The weight room is supposed to be a suit of armor. It's designed to protect them from the violence of the game. If the weight room becomes the source of violence because of your ego, then you aren't a strength coach. You're a liability.